Hello, 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 and welcome to yet another YouTube video of Tribe 9. Today, we will be talking about tension cards and how good they are compared to one another. So far, so good. Alright, beginning with Healing Moments. Increase grant recovery effect by 2.16%. Tension 1. This card is defensive. There are better options. Dog Water. Easy D. What do you
I
think?
love some dog water. I love some dog water. Couldn't agree more. Uh, Capable guy theory. Tension 1. Increase the evasion distance of the operating character by 3.6%. Huh. Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
hello? Hello?
Hello? Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think, right, that the guy, the six, the three cost one that we had before, right? I
Mhm.
completely forgot the name of it, but with the six. Um, it's actually not that bad now. Yeah. Huh. No.
Honestly, I know which one you're talking about. I know that it's terrible. But Watch My 6 is so much better than this garbage. Get me out of here.
Give me out. Give me out. Low D.
Very low D, lowest of the D. Very useless.
Very.
Next one. Lavish Feast. When executing a perfect evasion successfully, increase defense points for 10 seconds. What were they thinking? If you can perfect evade, you don't need defense. Low D.
Low D. Low D. Don't get me out. Get me out. Get me
Get me
out.
out of here.
An extra one for you. Tension 2. When the operating character executes counterattack successfully, increase the crit rate by 2.16% at scaling for 10 seconds. Actually, not a bad card if it wasn't Tension 2.
I think it's
I'm
worse
gonna.
than the rats. Or actually, it's a little bit
Yeah.
better than the rats, but it's in the same tier. It's
It's in the
mid
same
C.
tier. Mid C. Not bad. Wish it was lower tension, but it's not a bad card, realistically.
Moving along. Switching expert. When the attack hits, increase defense points by 9% for 1 second. Tension 2. Defensive cards are disgusting.
Uh,
I'm sorry. D tier. Easy.
Easy. Hi. Oh well, maybe next time.
Maybe
Jesus.
next one.
Learning from the past. Let's see if they do. Tension 1. When stamina is consumed, increase moving speed by 3.6% for 5 seconds. After the effect is activated, there will be a 1 second cooldown. This card, I don't. Yeah, it's rough, right? Okay, it's the first one I've seen that increases movement speed, realistically.
Mhm.
But we don't have a use for it besides, okay, maybe moving a bit fast to a location, but that's it.
Sounds like
Good
garbage to me. ID.
garbage
Because it's
ID.
unique.
It's unique. Maybe we can do something with it later, but for now, Heidi. That's what it is.
Easy high D. Responsibility. Extends the duration of attention by 9%. When granting attention, uh, extends the duration of attention. I
Hmm.
don't see the use for it.
I kind do, because there have been cases, that's personal experience, right, where I played
Maybe
with
Q. Like Q would have attention for longer
yeah,
after using
Q attention,
strategy.
Roku attention. Roku attention, like the boss sometimes swaps off from Roku. It can happen. So
So it's
it's
very
it's a
specific. I'd
it's
say
very
like
specific.
lowest of the C, if
Yeah,
even.
lowest C, lowest C. I can agree with low C. Otherwise, highest. No, okay, not highest. Moving on. Energy Steal, Tension 1. When the attack hits, recover by 0.54% scaling of the damage dealt. Mm,
It's a life
it's
steal card. It's a
base.
paladin card.
It's it's a list of cards, but we have somebody for that. We have somebody
Mm-hmm.
for that.
Yeah, Yo can life steal without needing this card.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's very specific. It could be useful. I'd say high D just because it can be a little bit useful if you use it
yeah. It has
for
uses. It
specific
has
reasons.
uses. Yeah. ID.
Moving on to Cascade. When the operating character executes perfect evasion successfully, recover the operating character's stamina by 28.8.
I just don't like perfect evasion.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
like it.
It's,
I'd prefer to counter.
it's perfect account. It's a mechanic. If you like perfect evasion, you can, right? But stamina recovery, unless you have somebody who actually like really uses stamina over time. It's a low C for me. It's a low C. It's not horrible. It's kind of defensive, but just because I don't like perfect evasion doesn't mean that it's horrible.
Let's put it in low C then. Moving along to Bitter Smile. Bitter Smile. When HP is lower than 30%, increase defense point by 24% for 20 seconds. That is very specific to the strategy I hate the most in the game. I'm just gonna put it right next to those cards.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
D tier.
I mean, it could maybe get you out of a pickle once in a while, but yeah, it's very specific because it's either you take like no damage or you get one shot.
I'm putting it next to Thrill because it's the same idea. Like if you want to AFK the game, you can using one of these cards.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's
that's
a boring
true.
strategy, unfun. D tier.
Observation. Tension 1. When HP is higher than 90%, increase defense points by 4.5%. Okay, so you get more arm, like basically, yeah, you get tankier if you have high HP.
Again,
Eh.
I'm putting it in the same place as where the tank cards are.
Yeah.
They belong in D tier. They're unfun, boring.
It's fun, boring, it's whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Uh,
Coercion. Decreases all enemies' attack points by 1.71%. For characters under Kingship, increase their attack points by the same amount as the enemy's decreased attack points. This is Attention 1 cards. With Kingship, it's pretty good. It's an enabler.
Can't agree more. So, I don't personally care for the decrease of enemy stack, but it's an enabler, and I kind of want to. I don't know where I want to put it. To be fair, actually, I'm quite like.
I'm
Curious.
debating
What do you
it's
think?
more useful than all the Tension 2 cards in C tier.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Mm,
I'm putting it right next to the other Kingship card. The one that gives
Yeah.
10 Kingship.
yeah.
We're putting
Your
it
favorite
right
one.
next to my favorite card, Breakthrough.
Fair enough.
Because it works with it, and it's the same idea. Moving along.
Okay. Tension 2, Initiative. When an ultimate skill is executed, decrease enemy tension by 3.6 when scaling. If the target is under control, there will be 2 times effectiveness. No. I think this is a D tier card.
I'd
It's
say
just-
low D because the effect is kind of useless.
Yeah, the effect's kind of useless. Like, unless you really struggle and need to decrease the tension, but he's gonna get it back anyway if you get hit. So
Yeah,
not
it's
a-
just not good. And it's at Tension 2. It's just a bad effect in my opinion.
yeah.
Moving along to Momentum. If Beyond Death is already granted, increase the stack count by 1. When primary attack hits, based on the stacks of Beyond Death, increases primary attack damage by 1.08%. Again, it's the lose more strategy where you just lose and lose. Momentum does not really give you momentum. So I'm putting it in D tier next to the other ones that do that same thing.
Tension 2 as well. Well,
Yeah.
competition. Tension 0. When the enemy's tension phase increases, recharge tension by 2.25% of scaling. Based on the party member's kingship stack, further increase recharge amount by 0.07 scaling for each stack. This I really like. I personally am a big fan of competition because when the enemy gets tension, you get tension. It's a good card to get to build up tension if you're lacking in the department. It's a 0 tension card. I personally put it at a low A.
Low A
I'm not, I
is
don't
what
think
I
it's
agree
a
with,
low A.
actually.
I don't think it's high A. I don't think it's an S card, but it's a useful universal card. Low A.
Perfect. I completely agree with you on that one. Moving along to Strong Defense. If Beyond Death is already granted, increase the stack count by 1. For each stack of Beyond Death, increase defense point. Woo! That's my
It
card!
makes it makes a trend, right, where you just get all the Beyond Death effects like
Yeah,
in it.
if
and
you want to stack Beyond Death, like this is Attention 1 at least, so it's slightly better than the other Beyond Death stackers, but it's so
Yeah.
bad.
I mean, yeah, but what if, right? What if we get a character who wants to die?
None of the characters want to die yet.
Yet. Hey, yet.
Therefore, this
keep that up.
character, this card is trash tier. I apologize. Strong defense, trash tier, D.
Oh, here you go, another rat. Tension 2, I swear. Piping Hot, Tension 2. When a strategy skill hits, increase strategy skill damage multiplier by 2.7% at scaling. When under Unity, further increase strategy skill damage multiplier by 2.7% at scaling. It's another one that works for Unity. Unity is one of, in my opinion, one of the best effects in the game. But it's a Tension 2 card, and it's just
It's
yo
just sad.
coded again. This is sad. Yo coded. If it was Tension 1, Tension 0, it would have been really good. But it's just Tension 2 and yo coded. It's a low C. I can't give it a D. It's not horrible, but it's a low C. Put a bit of other rats.
Exactly. We threw it with the other rats. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's not a very good card. Next card on the list, Shimmering Blade. When a primary secondary attack hits, increase primary and secondary attack damage multiplier by 1.44%. When this one is tension 2 though. So, guess what? Throwing it with the rats.
Oh my god. Everything's thrown with the rats. It's just Tension 2 is just, even though it's
Unreliable.
Tension 2, it's unreliable, and you're using other stuff with it anyway, but it should be more useful, in my opinion.
Alright,
Defragment. Tension 1, when a character grants a buff, extend its duration by 3.6. This,
pretty good.
unironically, pretty goated. Low A to mid A, I will put it.
Since it's buff
It's-
related, I'm gonna put it in the lowest of the A ranks
Mhm.
because there aren't that many buffers at the moment.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
But it is so good. It is so goaded if you have a buffer.
Yeah,
It's just
that is
free
true.
buff duration. Alright, moving
Go
on to Hard Explosion. When the operating character executes a counterattack successfully, recover 3% of maximum HP. EX card. Putting it in low D. Well, actually, I'm putting it in mid D because there are so many bad cards there.
There's bad in this word.
Yeah. Alright,
Mm-mm-mm.
moving on.
Professional. Tension 2, when a secondary attack hits, increase strategy skill damage multiplier by 2.25%, increase ultimate skill damage by 1.08 and scaling. For 10 seconds, when a secondary attack hits an enemy, grant a charm that will be 2 times effectiveness. This could be good, but it's Tension 2 again. I don't want to put it with the rats because I think this gives much more value for Tension 2 than the rats do. So I would put this
Above the rats in the same tier.
above the, it's higher above the rats and higher in the same tier.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put it in low B because it's Tension 2 and it's just not it.
I completely
I-
agree. Like, the charm synergy is nice. If the tension 2 was tension 1, it would be goaded. That's all I'm gonna say. Again, another tension 2 card. Going better. When attacking with a strategy skill, decrease the enemy's defense points by 2.56% and deliver the attack. When a strategy skill and enemy granted charm, there will be 2 times effectiveness. Another tension 2 charm card. Again, not very good. I'm putting it right next to the other one. Would be so much better if it was tension 1, but it is 2, therefore it's not.
Very unfortunate. Sweet Charm. Tension 1. Increase grant recovery effect by 0.54% based on the number of enemies granted charm. Further increases grant recovery effect by 0.54% and scaling. This is, again, a defensive one. You can have more recovery if you really have that much HP to begin with. But this, realistically, it's whatever. I don't think it's completely horrible, but it's still a D tier. It's like high
Most
to
definitely a
mid
D tier. You would never want to use this card. Alright, moving on to Surprise Attack. Zero tension card. Yippee. When secondary attack hits, increase crit rate by 0.36% for 8 seconds. If the target is granted attention, the effect will be replaced with hegemony. This card is low-key goated because it's free crit rate. It's easy to activate, very staple, very usable. I wouldn't say it's a staple card that you must have, but I'd easily put it in high B.
High B, I can even say low A, to be fair.
High B to low A? Sure, let's go with
I
low A.
think-
There aren't that many cards in A anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rough, it's rough. Let's see. Light tempo, tension 2. I swear, I'm cursed. When a primary attack hits, increase attack speed by 2.16% for 5 seconds. If the target is granted attention, the effect will be replaced with hegemony. So I can't pronounce that name. Well, this you just know, just know.
It's a worse surprise attack, essentially.
Yeah, it's a worse surprise attack with double the cost. So it's not it. It's not it.
I'm putting it in
I
high D. High D.
yeah,
Like,
ID.
honestly, D tier is all equally like. I hate to say this, but they're absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Unless you're going for the tank strategy that I despise. Alright, moving on. Iron Moe Punch. When a strategy skill hits, increase primary and secondary attack damage multiplier by 4.5% for 10 seconds. If the target is granted attention, the effect will be replaced with Hedge Mini. Nope, not hitting.
Attention to.
Same place
Attention
as
to.
Light Tempo, just a little bit below it.
Yeah.
Because of the tension 2, it's not very worth using. So that wraps it up for this video. I thank you all for dropping by. My name is Said Flame, joined with...
Georgie, the one and only, what's goody?
Have a good one. A peace!
Ciao, ciao.